From the CRTC Son of Sam timeline, welcome to more tales from the Psych ward. Kings County Detention Center, Brooklyn, New York. A summary timeline. August 11th, 1977. Berkowitz is admitted to Kings County. August 23rd, 1977. Berkowitz pleads not guilty. August 30th, 1977. Berkowitz is initially found unfit to stand trial. October 21st, 1977. There is a competency hearing. April 1978. Berkowitz is found fit to stand trial. May 8th, 1978. Berkowitz's attorneys enter a guilty plea. May 22nd, 1978. The initial sentencing hearing is held. June 12, 1978, the final sentencing hearing occurs. August 22, 1977, Los Angeles Times reporter Lois Timnick speaks with the psychiatric staff at Kings County. Excerpts. He already has undergone a brain scan, an X-ray procedure that photographs a slice of the brain and can diagnose tumors, blood clots, strokes, cysts, and skull injuries. He is under 24-hour observation through a window in the door of his solitary room. In the next 2 weeks, he will be put through the full range of physical, psychiatric, neurological, and psychological examinations and tests. These are likely to include a skull X-ray, electroencephalogram, brainwave tests, and standard measures of intelligence, personality, and organic brain damage, such as the Rorschach ink block, Wechsler Adult Intelligence Scale, Draw Person, Bender Visual Motor Gestalt, Minnesota Multifacet Personality Inventory, and Thematic Apperception Test. But the decision psychiatrist Daniel Schwartz has promised by August 30th will be based primarily on what happens when the doctor and patient sit down to talk. The conversations will be allowed to flow freely, and their length will depend, Schwartz said, on the talkativeness of the patient and psychiatrist. We then learn that an electroencephalogram was performed and said to be within normal limits. Dr. Schwartz and Dr. Wiederbacher then spend approximately 12 hours talking and counseling with David Berkowitz. They turn in a 3-page, double-spaced report, which is sealed by the court for the first competency hearing. We now present information which was gathered, prepared, and submitted to the courts for the October 21st, 1977 competency hearing. For context, we begin with excerpts from this archive. Newsday, Nassau edition, October 21st, 1977. In a taped 75-minute interview that was played during the first day of a hearing on his competence to stand trial, Berkowitz said prison would be a victory, not a punishment, in that it would make him useless to his demonic tormentors and ensure his peace of mind. He said Sam tore at me. He never let me rest. He never let me sleep, have peace of mind. There's other demons too. They encircled me. They're in my house. In the end, they left me with nothing. Once, when it appeared for a moment that reporters in the room would not hear the taped interview, Berkowitz objected. It has to be played for people here, he demanded, motioning toward the spectator seats. It's got to be, of course. From the tape, as well as from testimony by Dr. Daniel Schwartz, Director of Forensic Psychiatry at the hospital, a number of interesting sidelights to the Son of Sam case were either confirmed or revealed for the first time. Among them, 1. A sudden rainstorm on Long Island's East End may have prevented a bloodbath toward the end of Son of Sam's year-long rampage. He understood that his last job would have to be a big one, Schwartz reported, in which he would have to kill as many people as I can, and in all probability be killed myself. The first Saturday night in August, he drove out to the Hamptons, hoping to find crowds of young adults on the street, whom he would shoot down with his .45 caliber rifle. The day was beautiful, but Good won out and made it rain that night, and there was nobody outside for him to kill. 2. After almost a year of resisting what he perceived as an increasingly shrill series of orders to kill, Berkowitz allegedly tried in late 1975 to murder a young woman at Co-op City in the Bronx with a 4-inch kitchen knife, but she survived 4 stab wounds. After stabbing her once, Schwartz reported, he looked at her in amazement, thinking, "Why aren't you dead?" The victim screamed and Berkowitz allegedly fled. Yesterday, Bronx detectives said her attempted murder is listed as unsolved since the woman whom police suspect was attacked by Berkowitz said she could not identify her assailant. 3. The first murder, the shooting of Donna Loria in the Bronx, July 29th, temporarily satisfied the demons and served to reinforce the delusion that nothing was happening by chance. Schwartz said Berkowitz told him he spotted Donna Loria and a friend sitting in a car, got his orders to kill, turned the corner, and there was a parking spot waiting. 4. Berkowitz believed that Sam stored the spirits of his victims in an attic and used them for sexual purposes, but that Sam promised him he could eventually marry the spirit of Donna Loria, whom he once referred to in a letter as his pretty princess. 5. Berkowitz said he became convinced during his year-long reign of terror that the demons who forced him to kill were also responsible for preventing his capture by creating illusions for police. Before he killed Virginia Voskerichian in Forest Hills on March 8th, Berkowitz said 4 police officers in an unmarked car passed me right by, and after his final murder of Stacy Moskowitz in Brooklyn, 3 officers manning a roadblock allowed him to pass through. They didn't see the son of Sam, Berkowitz said. They just saw something else. 6. In 1975, shortly after Berkowitz moved to the Yonkers apartment house where he was arrested on August 10th, he came to understand about 6,000 years ago, when they had that war in heaven's third of the angels went to hell. A third stayed in heaven, and the third that landed on earth banded together to destroy him. Berkowitz said that the angels' leader was someone he described as General Jack Cosmo, a man Schwartz said was a former landlord of Berkowitz's in New Rochelle named Jack Cosara, and that Sam Carr, a Yonkers neighbor, was Cosmo's assistant. During the proceedings, Schwartz related an incident at the hospital in which Berkowitz had become upset after hearing a dog bark. Berkowitz interrupted, "It was not a dog, doctor." A few moments later, the psychiatrist said that Berkowitz was the victim of an extremely rare form of paranoia, not a schizophrenic suffering from broken thought patterns. If you understand the basis of his thinking, the delusional belief, then everything would follow logically, Schwartz said. "There's only one problem, doctor," Berkowitz injected across the hearing room, his hands folded in front of him on the table. "They're not delusions." Now we'll go through sections of the transcript of the taped interviews between Berkowitz And Schwartz. Berkowitz. I am looking forward to going away for a long time. Schwartz. Why? Berkowitz. Oh, for freedom's sake, I feel better here than I ever did outside in the last couple of years. I want to go to trial and show people I'm a nice person. If they got to know me, they don't know anything about me. What would you want to tell them? Berkowitz. I want to tell them about Sam. I want to tell them what's happening in the world, who these people are. Schwartz. Why are you willing to go to jail? Berkowitz. Well, why not? As long as Sam doesn't go, as long as I get my peace of mind, at least, if not peace of body. If you go to jail, he'll leave you alone? Yeah, I'm useless to him. He hates me. He might still bother me. He bothers me, but not that much. I can't hurt anybody. I don't want to. They work through me for their own purposes. I'm the son of Sam. It's not me. It's Sam that works through me, uses me as a tool. But the son of Sam, we're not the same person. Now I want to be David Berkowitz only. They use my body. Schwartz. Would you like to explain yourself? Berkowitz. Yeah. In court during the trial, they should still put me away forever, simply because it happened, But at least take me seriously and try to look into it. They've been responsible for a lot of killing. I mean, this Sam and his demons. Schwartz. So what should they do about it? Berkowitz. Try to destroy Sam if they could. How? Berkowitz. It's hard because Sam's been around since the beginning of time, at least over 6,000 years, whenever time began, and they'll continue to the end until God comes and destroys them in the last final battle. Schwartz. What would he say, Sam? Berkowitz. Said a lot of things. How they need blood. How I should go out and kill people for him. He wants this. He demanded it. Then he told me a little about himself, who he was, what he wanted to do in the world, I tried to fight them as best as I could. I tried to destroy them, chase them from my mind, but they were more powerful. They, because of Satan, they wrecked my house. Schwartz. How did they do that? Berkowitz. They must make me break things up. And then they eventually kept on tricking me and making me move. I tried to get away from them. I could only move toward them. Now, if I go into court and say, all right, I'm guilty, the people will say, now see, he's not trying to worm out of it. And I mean this now. If I go to court and say, all right, Your Honor, listen, you can send me to wherever you want. I'm not trying to get out of anything. Lock the door and throw away the key. For me to be locked up is not a loss for myself as long as I have peace of mind, because people will take me more seriously. Because when I started to tell about Sam, when I made known who Sam was, but in a distorted way, people thought, well, maybe he's saying this to get out of it. I just wanted people to know what had happened and why. So by doing this, see, I'm not trying to avoid punishment at all. You know that the devil is real, a real person. These powers can't be disproved, There are people that worship the devil. I hate them. I'm not one of them. I don't worship them, but they came to me. They picked me out. I believe I was chosen from birth. I can't prove this, but what can you do? Schwartz. Supposing you did go to trial and your lawyer said, We want to put in a so-called insanity defense. Berkowitz, I will refuse it. You see, for me, really to go to jail would be a victory. It wouldn't be punishment. My life is hard outside. The last couple of years, and there's really nothing left for me, you know. I'm on the side of justice, too. Schwartz. So why did you do it? Berkowitz. Well, Sam did it through me. He used me. He made me go out there and do it. I did it for him, for blood, so he can have the blood. They all have their missions. They are all vary. Schwartz. But what is Mr. Wheaty's mission? How does he fit in with your life? Berkowitz. He's the destroyer of the world. He also drinks blood, you know. Yeah. Then there's 18 Wicker Street. 22 Wicker Street is the Horror Hotel. Schwartz. What's the name of it? Berkowitz. That's where the demons stay. Demons traveling through the earth, you know. Like on different missions, they stop there and rest. It's like the Holiday Inn for demons. They come in and there they hang out and they get service. They relax. And there's 18 Wicker. The Duke of Death lives there. Schwartz. What I'm saying is, you could at the hearing have a chance to talk. I think the press will be there, yeah. Berkowitz. I hope so. It's what I'm depending on. So they could reveal my message to the world. I want them to see me as I am, as David Berkowitz, you know, a nice guy, a lovable person, a human, completely human, normal, in every aspect, just like them, capable of doing good day's work and having friends, you know, pay my bills on time. I want them to know Son of Sam was somebody else, somebody I didn't want to be. I always hated it with a passion, you know. I could think of a million things better to do than go out and waste all my time, you know, to be out there at night. It was for him, you know. I got nothing out of it, except for a sense of pleasing him. I'd better leave it here for now, lest I start to feel the demons myself. Want more? Let me know in the comments. Thank you for listening.